Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 18, which is entitled as Sannyasa Yoga. Sloka 47, Part 2. śreyān sva-dharmo viguṇaḥ, para-dharmāt sv-anuṣṭhitāt, svabhāva-niyataṁ karma, kurvan nāpnoti kilbiṣam. It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Duties prescribed according to one's nature are never affected by sinful reactions. At the end of the previous session, we learned that Krishna is recommending one to perform their duties as per Karma Yoga than taking up Jnana Yoga, because Karma Yoga is greater than Jnana Yoga, as it can be done easily than with the difficulties that are involved in Jnana Yoga. Then the question came, does that mean Karma Yoga is greater than Jnana Yoga? The answer is no, and that is what we are going to learn in this session, understanding what Krishna is trying to say. Arjuna is totally confused when he heard these contradictory statements from Krishna. Krishna, you are saying Jnana Yoga is greater than Karma Yoga. Then you are also saying, though Karma Yoga done less compared to Jnana Yoga, even if it is done perfectly, Karma Yoga is greater. So please say one statement. Is Karma Yoga greater or Jnana Yoga greater? Krishna smilingly said, that is why, Arjuna, I said sva-dharmo. For those who has no control of their senses, Karma Yoga is best, even though done less compared to Jnana Yoga, which may be done perfectly. If someone is struggling to control his senses, how can one advise such a person that Jnana Yoga is the best and do it 100%? If I am struggling to even do addition, multiplication, subtraction, how can I do calculus, algebra, geometry? Therefore Krishna says, Arjuna, for you, Karma Yoga is best and better than Jnana Yoga. For example, two friends goes to a shop to buy some dress. One of the friend picks a dark, bright, shining color t-shirt, whereas the other one buys a light color. The shopkeeper says, this light color t-shirt is the best one for you than the other t-shirt which your friend picked. Here we should understand the shopkeeper is giving his feedback based on the person's appearance, not a general statement. Because for some people, dark color suits, for some people, light color suits. So in this case, Krishna is saying that Arjuna, for you what suits is Karma Yoga, not Jnana Yoga, which is someone else. Arjuna thought he understood clearly what Krishna is saying now. So Krishna, those who have controlled their senses can do Jnana Yoga, but those who has not controlled their senses must perform Karma Yoga. Is that correct? Krishna said yes. Then Arjuna said, I have controlled my senses. Therefore, I can take up Karma Yoga. Did I understand your message correctly, Krishna? Krishna smilingly said, no, Arjuna. Arjuna was bewildered. Krishna smilingly said, even if you have controlled your senses, for you, by all means, Karma Yoga is the best. Because Karma Yogi can live without Jnana Yoga, but Jnana Yogi cannot live without Karma. Here Karma means not the reaction from the previous lives, Karma means activities. He has to eat, he has to sleep, he has to do all sort of activities. Though he is a Jnana Yogi, as long as one has body, one needs to engage their senses, else one cannot live. Breathing is an activity. Blinking eyes is an activity. Even scratching your back is an activity. Arjuna, by no means can a jnana yogi live without performing karma, whereas the karma yogi can live without performing jnana yoga. One has to eat to maintain one's body. One needs to offer the food to the Lord so they can eat. If one needs to offer to the Lord, one needs to collect the ingredients to cook. If one needs those ingredients, one needs to have money. Money does not come by itself. One has to earn the money or earn the ingredients. But that involves activities. Therefore, even for jnana yogi, activities are involved, cannot be neglected. As long as one has the association of the Prakriti, one can never be free from the Indriya Vyapara, the business that happens through the Indriyas, eyes, ears, nose, etc. Therefore, in that sense, Karma Yoga is greater than Jnana Yoga, because one can continue engaging their senses in the way it is prescribed in the scriptures. Let's take another example. When doctor tells me your heart condition is not good, not to take rich food, just eat light food like some soup, steamed vegetables, etc. That is better and best than jamun, samosa, paneer, etc. Then I asked the doctor, are you saying steamed vegetables and soup are best, greater than samosas, paneer, etc.? The doctor is going to say, samosas, paneer items are best for sure, but for your health condition, it is not best. What is best for you are steamed vegetables and soup, not those other items. Likewise, what Krishna is saying here is Jnana Yoga is greater, best, but for those who are still involved in the business of the senses, who cannot control their senses, for them, Karma Yoga is best and greater. We know we can't even sit for few minutes, even for 5 minutes, with full concentration. Why? We have no control of our senses. If we try to do Jnana Yoga, it's going to be a disaster. So, what is the point in taking up Jnana Yoga rather than person does his duties as prescribed for their varna? And that is Karma Yoga. And that is what is being emphasized in this sloka. Either one has control of their senses or doesn't have control of their senses. It is better to perform Karma Yoga, even if it is done imperfectly. Arjuna came up with another question. Krishna, if I do this Karma Yoga as you recommending, as you instructing, which seem to be lower in the yoga ladder compared to Jnana Yoga, what will happen to my moksha? If I don't do Jnana Yoga, how will I get moksha? Just by doing Karma Yoga, which is less and great compared to Jnana Yoga. Krishna understood why Arjuna has this question in his mind. Arjuna, that which makes you think Jnana Yoga is greater is because the end result is one get self-realization through dhyana nishta. What I am telling you, Arjuna, is that which is obtained through Jnana Yoga can be easily obtained just by doing Karma Yoga. So, you will not miss anything. Rather, you will obtain the same result of Jnana Yoga in much easier, faster and guaranteed fashion. Then Krishna says in the sloka, svabhāva-niyataṁ karma kurvan nāpnoti kilbiṣam. That is, for those who continues to do their sva-dharma will not be impacted, meaning he will not reach this samsara, this material world again. Why? Because sva-dharma is done more attentively than the para-dharma, which is done inattentively. Sva-dharma is karma yoga, where one is familiar, therefore they do it attentively. There is absence of inattentiveness. But in jnana yoga, there are high chances to be inattentive. As we said earlier, because the senses constantly try to do their job of wandering to find the sense objects for their enjoyment. Svabhāva-niyataṁ karma yoga, which involves the activities of the sense organs. Therefore, there is no scope for making mistakes or being negligent in karma yoga. Jnana yoga demands control over the indriyas, the senses, and hence it is liable to inattention, meaning high chances to commit mistakes. To conclude, to the karma yogi is duty in the form of karma yoga, even if performed imperfectly. It is better for him and considered to be superior than the jnana yoga, which are dharmas of the jnana yogi. By performing what is being ordained by the Shastra as his duty, that person will not attain the sinful world of transmigration. Now, another question may arise that performing karma yoga requires a lot of help. Performance of any of those things which mentioned in the 4th chapter, performing yaga, yajna, etc., will cause bodily fatigue and monetary expenses. Also, help from others would be required. Whereas jnana yoga does not involve all these difficulties. We don't get body tiredness, we don't need to spend money, and we don't need anyone's help to perform jnana yoga. It can be practiced by oneself with ease, and Krishna is going to refute this idea in the next following verse. śreyān sva-dharmo viguṇaḥ para-dharmāt sva-anuṣṭhitāt svabhāva-niyataṁ karma kurvan nāpnoti kilbiṣam. Namaste. Hare Krishna.